What's going on? And today we are going to be looking at one of my practices over at Five Iron Golf The Loop. So first off, I started off with what I like to call, well, not even that I like to call. It's just a matter of it's the drill. It's basically called a random putting drill. Since they have the Putt View putting simulator, so I set it on random putts, ranging from 3 feet to 12.5 feet, and the purpose is to really work on routine and really focus on making putts. That way, it's going to be easier for me to do so while I'm on the golf course. I also made a challenge out of it while I was there for the past month and a half, just to get members involved. And honestly, it also became a really good thing for me as well because I really got to work on my putting, really much as best as I can. So this is just par for the course. Me playing professional golf and me trying to play, at a higher level. I know that putting is going to be the most important thing for me. So, taking the time to go ahead and do drills like this, whether I have the putt view or not, it's just going to come out to be more beneficial for me. Now, in terms of my routine, I try to keep it as simple as possible. I try to see everything really with my dominant eye, so my right eye. I try to get a basic guideline on where the putt is breaking, and seeing like, okay, if it's gonna break right, is it gonna break left, whatever the case may be. And then once I do that, I get set by putting the ball down behind, like in front of the marker, line it up. To the line that I'm looking at, and then from there, it's a matter of remembering exactly where I wanted to start. What kind of speed that I'm looking at as I'm making my practice strokes, and then from there, I just pull the trigger. Because the thing is, if I stand over it too long, then that's when I start um, losing sight of what it is that I was looking at. Now, moving on to the next portion of my practice. So, then on this is TrackMan 4, and one of the things that they have is called the Performance Center. And basically, it's about hitting your approach shots. And you're trying to hit approach shots, you can range it from anywhere between 30 yards all the way up to 240 yards. And basically, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get it into the white zone, which is basically kind of like the plus zone. So, you're trying to hit it into that zone. Outside the zone, you'll get a negative, and it gives you like a strokes gain kind of stat as you go. So if you hit into the white zone, you'll get a positive, and then it's gonna give you a score based on how close to the hole it is. And then, of course, if you're outside of it, it gives you a negative, which means you're losing strokes. Green is positive. That means you're gaining strokes. So on this, I was trying my hardest to try to work on my routine and work on trying to get as close to the hole as possible. Honestly, this is one of the best sessions that I've had doing this performance center. I've done it multiple times ever since the update kind of came out, and I always kind of struggled. It's not like I was losing so many strokes. Like I wasn't losing anywhere near like one, two, three strokes um, around, or like every time that I was doing the drill, but I was losing like maybe point 20, point 30, point, 4, just trying to hit the greens. And plus, I'm also trying different shots as well. So I'm trying to hit cuts, I'm trying to hit fades, draws, hook it a little bit to try to see if I can get it to the pins and kind of access them in different ways. So it gets a little tough when you're trying to do all of that, but it's one of those things where it's like you have to kind of make yourself uncomfortable and do those things so that way when you get out into the golf course, it becomes a little bit easier and you're going to be able to do it at a much higher clip.